Okay, folks, it's Graham here with the latest updates on the beta pre-launch of We Share Abundance. And I'm going to head over to Facebook and make sure that things are working and say hi to a few people, and then we can get started if I can find the right place. Here we go. And there we go, Umar. Didn't see you yesterday, Umar, but you're back at the top of the comments list today from Pakistan. And then we have the UK and the Netherlands. And I got in here early, so there are not many comments here. And what I want to do is what we normally do, and that is start with, okay, Chris Snow from Canada in as well. Start with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, bless this community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, each may find the joy of service. And through that service, they may attract all the blessings from you for everything they need in life. Amen. Okay. So we've got India and more from Canada, Nova Scotia, Suriname, people popping in regularly. We have about 10,000 members in this group now, I believe, which is pretty good. Ramachandra from India, or from UK, but in India. I don't know whether he's there to watch the cricket. It was a good game today, I believe. I didn't get the chance to follow it, but I saw the result. India won by 8 runs, so a good close contest. That's what we want. I think the series is level now, so it's all down to the final game. Okay. South Africa. Okay. So what's happening? Well, Devyani is getting to grips with everything on the new site and learning how everything works there. And once she gets up to speed on that, I think we'll see some big increases in the tasks that still need to be completed, getting done. How quick will we get the new site? I still don't know. It'll be when they decide it's ready. Okay, that's Christian and Devyani. So it's moving in the right direction. Support tickets, deposits, KYC, all that sort of stuff. Bang up to date. We have some funds that are being used for withdrawals today, I'm pleased to say. But it is slow. It is slow. We've not got a massive amount of funds, and that's collected over the last 3 days. So don't get your hopes up too high, and enjoy anything that you do get. It was funny, you know. I just happened to see a comment on Facebook. I just flashed through my accounts quickly to see if my VA had left me anything that needed attending to, and I saw one comment, something along the lines of Weezer has already failed, We Share Abundance has already failed, and now starting another thing which is certain to fail again. And I thought, that's somebody with a really negative attitude, isn't it? Um, Nothing has failed, and I believe that Multiply Visa will be a great boon to a lot of people in the same way that We Share Abundance will be. But I think in the short term, Multiply Visa will help people because it really is, I believe, a very advanced pay plan, which will help people enormously. Whether they start with $3 or whether they start with 165 or 495 or whatever you want to do, then Multiply Visa is going to be good, and we're setting the minimum payout at $25, so you've only got to earn $25 from it to make a withdrawal. Should be very, very easy. Right. So that's basically what's happening on the admin and on the development. I did put in some queries with Rohit about the way we are going to implement the multiple accounts in the matrix. With us having a progressive system through 10 different matrices, all going up slightly in value, that we have to decide how that is going to work. And really, the only way logically that we can do this is by saying, okay, you can have multiple accounts, but you've got to have them starting with pool one or matrix one or whatever you want to call it. And that's the $3 one. So if you've got like $9, you can put three positions in pool one, or you could buy one position in pool one and one position in pool two. And it's up to you, really, which way you would go about it. If you've got pots of money, you can put $165 in, and that gets you into all 10 matrices. And then you can put in another 165 that will give you an extra entry in all 10 matrices, and another 165 for 495, and that's why I mentioned 495 at the beginning. That would give you your top position and then two positions under yourself, meaning that you're going to be earning immediately from all 10 matrices. And that is something that the big earners tend to do. They tend to buy up multiple positions, but it's not important how you do it. What is important is that you get involved and be positive about it. You've got to keep sharing the love. It doesn't matter whether people say, yeah, that's a good idea and want to get in, or whether they say, no, I'm not interested, it's one of those internet scams. It doesn't matter what their reaction is. Those are the two sort of extremes. What you've got to do is share it with people, and that is your responsibility. You can't control what people think, what people will do, but you can control what you do. And you can share that with people, and you can share We Share Abundance, you can share Multiply Visa, and they're both complementary. They will help one, each one will help the other, both in people signing up for both. Why not? It's free to sign up for We Share Abundance, and it's actually free to register in Multiply Visa, but you're going to get nowhere unless you buy the first package, which is just $3. So for $3, you can get into both platforms. So why wouldn't you? Unless you're, people talk about the glass being half full or half empty. That guy that put that comment up, his glass is broken, I think. There's no chance of him filling it. So, you've got to understand that what was said in that sermon that I heard the other Sunday. If we refuse to give up, we have to succeed. And there's no way that I'm giving up on where we're going. I know where we're going, and I know we're going to get there. And I also know that people aren't happy at the moment with the price of Visa tokens, but they should be, because they've increased massively in value in under 12 months. Even where they are now, they're going to get higher. They're going to get a lot higher as we go through and start generating more funds again. So that's that's just where we are at the moment. But where we're going is what's important. We know where we are. We know where we're going. So we can plot a route to get there, and that's what we're doing. There's a lot of other things coming in. Once we get the mall coming in, there are several products now that we have ready and available to go on there. It's taken a long time to get some approval for the certification for one of the things that we've got planned, but that's through now. We've got that. We've got the certification, so that's readily available right now. We can't, well, we could put it up there, but there's little purpose, because when we put it up there, we want it to be able to make you some money, don't we? And until we've got the mall on there with the shopping cart that'll process the commissions, once again, this is transfer of money. It's money that comes in, boom, it goes out. You make a commission, it goes to you. It's a different. It's what people are more used to than the concept that we have in We Share Abundance, which is the creation of wealth. And people don't understand the difference, and that's why they get these broken glasses. Right, so let's have a look at what we've got. I know we had a few that I'd seen. There we are. We've seen Chris coming in, and Anna from Hawaii, isn't it? More from Nigeria, and South Africa, Morocco, UK, more from UK. Please, can the nest egg continue next month? Yeah, we will be having nest egg offers, and on the new site it'll all be automated as well. You'll be able to just buy, as long as we've got the tokens, you'll be able to buy them. You will get 2.5 times the market value automatically, and they'll be instantly into your nest egg wallet. And we got Julia from Canada, hi, and more from Nigeria, India, more from South Africa. Yeah, people are entitled to sell their account, but where are they going to sell them? If they can't recruit people, how are they going to sell their account? Because existing members can't have 2 accounts. So these people are up the creek without a paddle, and these are the ones that keep dropping the glasses. They're broken. Multiply Visa, yeah, it shouldn't be that long. I've not managed to actually talk with Mugen today. Well, early morning, but I don't think he's got round to working on our site yet today. But he should be sorting out the things that I put into disarray and a couple of other things, and basically then, from my point of view, all I need to do is the video for the site and the FAQs. I'm still thinking about the best way to do the video, and there's a lot going on in the videos as well in the background. We've got Raj working on things for videos, and this is another product that we'll have available. And as I say, there's a lot of stuff coming through. Do we have to advance into matrices from 1 to 10, or can we purchase positions in any? No, you have to go through them in order. And that's why I say, if you were to buy 3 positions in the first matrix, you would be instantly in a position to earn money, but you wouldn't earn enough on filling your second level. What would you've got 4, 10, 40? No, you'd only have 40% of 3. So it wouldn't be till you've finished your third level, and then you would automatically be upgraded into the second matrix. And as the positions gradually filled, then you would have 2 and 3 positions in the second, but by that time you would also have a position in the third. So it's a bit difficult to explain without getting too involved and having a board or something where you can show it. But if they have to be, they have to be bought in order, basically. But you can have as many as you want in pool 1. If you were to have $495, that's enough for levels 1 and 2 in all 3 matrices, and of course that would get you almost $1,500 back just from the revenue share. So it's a good deal if you've got sufficient capital to do it with. But just starting with $3, if you're prepared to put in a little bit of work and just find a few people, you can progress very, very quickly through all 10 levels, and you complete 10 levels, it's worth $1,000. And you've got to remember that the same people are going to move through the matrices, but you've also got to be aware that people will move at different speeds. You might find somebody that's very quick and he moves even faster than you, but you will find people that are slower, and this is more common than you. So don't just think about, oh yeah, if I get 30 people, that's me done. No, it is, but it would take a long time. You've got to sort of think about, yeah, let's get 30 and then get 30 more and get 30 more and get 30 more. And just keep plugging away at it, and you'll find that you will develop enormous income. Okay. How do we buy wheat ahead of time before the new site is launched? Can we use what we earn in WeShare Abundant? You can withdraw some amounts from WeShare Abundance. As I say, we're paying out, but they're small amounts. So you could certainly, if you put in a request for the minimum 0.035, I would think you're going to get paid before we launch, but it'll only be like $3 for the first part. If you don't have that, then you can buy Weezer tokens on the exchange. You can get them for about $90, I think, at the moment, So now is a good time to buy them, and then you've got them ready. Do you already have a program set up that will automatically put accounts into place as members pay in? Not really sure what that's about, Anna. If you're talking about Multiply Weezer, yeah, as people enter the matrices, it automatically places them. I can't think of anything else that you might be asking. I'm not really sure what your question is there. And more from the States, Deborah from Florida currently. My downline joined Multiply Weezer. Nobody's joined Multiply Weezer yet. It's not available. Did the storm miss you? Oh, have you got hurricanes or something? You should be getting out of the hurricane season over there now. I'd be in tears if I broke my glass. Just in case you drop it, you use a tankard. Mind you, I've never really liked pewter tankards and things. The taste isn't the same. I like glass. Don't like these plastic and paper things either. Glasses, pint pots and glasses. And Patrick became an uncle for the first time today. Congratulations, Patrick. Cameroon, hi there. Nigeria, Philip. More from Nigeria. New Zealand. A lot of talk about babies. So it looks like there is a storm heading for Florida. Missed him in southern Alabama. That's going the wrong direction then, if it's going from southern Alabama to Florida, surely. I don't know. Anyway. Can you explain how the matrix can make the Weezer token more sellable for a good price? I just want to hear from you so I can explain it properly. The matrix will create more demand for the token because people have to use the token to get their positions in the matrix. And it's basically supply and demand. It's really as simple as that. The more people that join the matrix, the more Weezer tokens will be required to be purchased. And as the supply is limited, even though there's quite a few tokens out there, the demand will start to buy up the lower price tokens that are available now, and the price will start to increase, and that will start an upward spiral instead of us being in what's pretty static at the moment. I know it's gone down a little bit, but it's hardly as it's certainly not a bear market. It's not dropping significantly. But we don't have sufficient people buying, and we don't have the funds to move the token up. But as we get more people joining the matrix, a lot of people will join it because they'll see the value of it, and they'll understand it better and easier than they can understand the concept behind We Share Abundance. Then the demand will cause the price to increase, and it'll start that upward spiral. How many people will be under you to reach level 10? There's 30 places in a matrix, so 30. Because if you get 30 good people, they'll just move through each matrix with you. If you look for 30 people with $165, you'll fill all 10 matrices like that, you know. If you find 30 people with $3, then it's going to take longer because they're all going to have to find people and move up gradually through the levels, through the different matrices. But it's only 30 people. You can't purchase multiple positions in any matrix. No, you have to purchase them in order. So if you want, you can buy as many multiple positions as you want in the first matrix, and that's all. But if you've got more than one position in the first one, then you can purchase as many positions as you've got in the first one in the second one, and so on. But you have to have it has to be balanced through. So, but it doesn't really matter because the income is the same. I mean, it's no different purchasing $165 worth of position one than it is purchasing $165 with one position in each of the 10 matrices. The income is the same. It's just that it's easier to do it through the steps. Rob Meany in Myrtle Beach, getting windy now. Tornadoes. Yeah, I can't understand how they're going to go down from. Usually they travel from the south upwards, and if you're getting them in Myrtle Beach, for them to go down to Florida, that means they're going downwards. It's unusual, I think. Anyway. Yara's here. I thought you'd be paying the withdrawals, but maybe you're doing both. Maybe you're double, what's it called? Multitasking, something I'm really bad at. I'm not really good at one tasking, but multitasking is really beyond me. But Yara is also on the withdrawals as well, of course. Julia, the emails you send out to give people the info about the matrix, will those collect them to enter them into the matrix, or will they still be able to go with their sponsor? They will be encouraged to go with their sponsor. When we get the new website, there will also be a downline builder in there, and that will have your links for any programs that we have in there, or that you add in there. There will be an option for elite members to add a couple of their own programs in there as well. and those will be your sponsored links. And it's something I've wanted since we started, but there's been other things that have been more important, unfortunately. But people will be encouraged to follow their sponsor, yeah. The only exception to that really is we will give people the opportunity to join under their referral if their referral is a big hitter. So, for example, if you've only referred 2 people, but one of them has referred 500 people, I believe it is to your advantage for them to join first and for you to get in under them. So we will give people that have referred good recruiters that option. And if they decline it, then they will go in so that the big recruiter can join and follow them. But it'll be people that don't really understand how a matrix works. If they choose that option, they're far better to be in a heavy hitters matrix than to have recruited a heavy hitter using common jargon. Okay. Always my question ignored here. Why? Probably because it's about withdrawals and there's nothing to tell you that we haven't already said. So if you get the package of 165 for a position in each, yeah. If you upload $165 into your wallet in Multiply Visa, then you activate Matrix 1, and you can activate it with as many positions as you want. But if you activate it with just one position, you would have sufficient funds left there, which would automatically then go through and go bum, 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 through all 10 matrices. So you would have one position in each. That's the way it works. So I don't know whether that's answered your question or not. More from Nigeria. Hi there. Hi. Will there be other methods of paying to buy Visa like coin payment? It's something I'm considering, but we've not set it up for that initially, no. It means we've got to go out and buy the tokens basically on the exchange if we get money in, and it's a pain, but it is something that I'm considering. I'm also considering once we get the new site working, to have a discussion with Christian and Devyani about the possibility of a buy Visa page where you could pay with different coins or different ways of purchasing and be automatically allocated Visa tokens to your Waves account. But we have to get the new site up for that. Can your referral move ahead of you in the matrix if they purchase more levels? Yes. If you only have matrix 1, for example, and you refer somebody and they purchase all 10 matrices, they would be your referral in pool 1, but they would be passed up to the nearest person that has pool 2, pool 3, pool 4, pool 5, etc., etc. So yeah, there would be, you would lose out if you're not in all the matrices, and you referred somebody that joined all the matrices. I think that's what you're asking, Dave. If it's not, shout out again. Dave's here. Have you got dried off now, Dave? Have got yourself warm in front of the fire? I have a godson in Tampa, wife and 2 gorgeous kids. Not heard from them for 2 days now. Quite worried. It's all very nice to say that you're happy that somebody's speaking French, but can we keep it all in English, please, Simon? For the matrix, do we have to go solo or through WSA sponsor? We will try and preserve the integrity of the sponsorship in We Share Abundance, because that's the right thing to do. But we can't, because they are 2 totally separate institutions, websites. They're only connected by the Weezer token rather than anything else. There's no way we can force people to do that, but people should always follow their sponsor wherever possible. But I did also mention that if they have sponsored somebody who is a big recruiter, they're better actually letting them join first and joining under them. You should analyze. Germany, hi there. How much Weezer we can withdraw now? Smaller amounts get paid first. That's all we can tell you. Nobody knows what will be paid until it gets paid. Julie from New Guinea, Papua New Guinea. Okay, glad you're glad you're feeling better, Dave. Okay, that did answer it. Good then, Dave. Here we go. There's another question there. So the 165 covers all the matrices. Yeah, it's you can work it out. The 10 matrices, the first one is $3, and then they go up by $3 each. So the second one is $6, next one is $9, next one is $12, and so on, right up to the 10th. And if you add them all up, it comes to 165. Cody just had a little shake. Yeah, I think he's around somewhere. Okay, that's answered the questions that I can see there. Let me just check and see if there are any questions in the bit of chat there. We got somebody else from the USA in here. Somebody else from India. No, nothing there that I can answer. And Andre says he's always present during the live. Okay. Cody confirmed 165 USD. Okay. I'm also toying with the idea for the multiply Weezers. There's got to be a top position there, obviously. Now, normally what happens is the admins always take that top position, so they're raking in the money, you know. And of course, we'll do the same, but we won't keep the money in our pockets. What I'm thinking is maybe, depends on how much it actually produces, but that top position we will use to distribute in some way to the members of Multiply Weezer in a different way than the revenue share, in a different way than the commissions from the matrix. But I don't know how yet, because it depends on how much there is there. But certainly it won't be money that is used for admin or siphoned off for my bank account, as opposed to going to the members. Excuse me. Okay. I only drink Foster's. That's very limiting, Dave. It's very limiting. What if you fancy a drink and they don't sell Foster's? Not sure. It's the best choice anyway. But everyone to his own. Okay. Right, let's have some numbers, which will explain to you where we are a little bit. 251 new registrations today, which is about what it's been for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. We are slap bang in the middle of the month, so hopefully it'll go up a little bit towards the end. It's a net 97 because we took out 154 inactive members. That order's not done the job, has it? Okay. Active members averaged over the last few days, completed days. Once again, it is down a little bit, down 185 to 29,603. We had 30 people staking pool 1 for the first time today, or in the last 24 hours anyway. And we had 16 new elite members join today. Now, if you look at 16 new elite members, they're probably buying tokens at a third of the guaranteed minimum value, and maybe even less. So 16 elite members is $1,600. But if they're only buying at a third of the price or less, you're only looking at $500. And $500 then is all we have to pay withdrawals. So it's not the withdrawal system that needs looking at because some people are saying, change the withdrawal system. It's nothing to do with the withdrawal system. It's nothing to do with anything about the systems. It's simply to do with liquidity, supply and demand. And some of the measures that we have in, like the MAL and the products that we'll be introducing and the Multiply Visa site, are designed to increase the demand for Visa tokens. And the more the demand comes in, the more we will see the price increasing. And as the price increases, we will attract more people investing who will want to buy tokens. Admittedly, they'll put them in to sell at a higher price, but it still keeps that upward spiral going, because they'll take out their profit and they'll buy more, and then bigger investors will come in, and that is what will happen. So we have lots of things that we can do to increase the demand for Visa tokens. But at the moment, the only thing we have that can increase the demand for Visa tokens is a reversal of the negative attitudes of most of the people that are posting things about We Share Abundance, and positive posts replacing those negatives. And if we get that, we'll get back to getting 200 people a day joining, instead of 10 or 7 or 16, And when we get that, it gives us a lot of cash that we can pay out in withdrawals. So it's up to you. You guys that are complaining are shooting yourself in the foot. It's you guys that are causing the price to go down. It's you guys that are causing people not to get involved. It's you guys that are causing people to not upgrade to elite level. And that is our only means currently of generating demand for tokens. We are putting in things that will change that, and there'll be lots of other reasons that people will want to buy tokens. But at present, the only thing we have is the demand for people because they want to stake the pools. And then if the people that are moaning about withdrawals are posting all over the place negative comments, what does that do? Think about it, think about it. It's up to you. It doesn't affect where we're going. It doesn't affect the fact that we will get there. All it affects is the people that want withdrawals paid now, the people that are actually doing the complaining. It affects you. The people that understand what we're about and are holding tokens, knowing that they're going to go up and knowing that they're going to be into 4 figures in 12 months' time, they're not affected at all. And they're happy, and they're not the ones making the negative comments. It's the other people that it's like I don't know what's the sort of comparison. I don't know. I can't think of anything that is as stupid, really. But anyway, it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. No good coming on here and saying change the system, because there's nothing wrong with the system at all. The only thing that's stopping you getting paid are negative posts. It's as simple as that. Okay? And we got the Solomon Islands in. Total supply of Bitcoin is 21 million, while Visa is 35 million. It's too much, isn't it? No. Do you know how much there is in circulation of Visa tokens? Do you know how much there is in circulation of Bitcoin? That's what you should be looking at. More from Nigeria. No, the token won't go up in value if we have a policy of halving or of burning. That is totally incorrect, Mohammed. Burning reduces the number of tokens in supply. We have very few tokens in supply compared to any other token out there. Halving is a structure that is connected to mining to make sure that they have a continuous availability of tokens to pay the miners with. And there's no mining for tokens. It's only for coins. So you're totally offline in what you're saying there. It's all about supply and demand. That is the only thing that is affecting the price. We got somebody here from BC, British Columbia, Canada. Yeah, Crypto Dave's hit the nail right on the head. All people have to do is be honest with their referrals and introduce one member a month. And if everybody did that, you would see the token value increasing, you would see a lot more sales of tokens, and you would see a lot more withdrawals, and it would create that upward spiral. Yeah, people burn tokens in an effort to reduce the supply because there are too many out there in the marketplace. We haven't got too many in the marketplace. We've just got not enough people buying them. And burning tokens is usually because they've released too many tokens in the first place. We only release 20,000 a month. It's peanuts. You just look at the cryptos around and how many tokens or the coins or whatever are actually in issue, in circulation, and compare it to WISA. Okay, I think we've handled all the comments there. Just getting back to positivity and getting the right mindset and attitude. There are various core beliefs that you need if you're going to change your situation and become wealthy. And we've just got Morocco added into us as well. And wealthy people have certain beliefs that people that struggle financially don't have. And wealthy people understand that money is important because it gives options for family and less stress and a better lifestyle. But they possess discipline to use a large portion of their income for creating more income rather than spending it. They focus on money-making opportunities rather than personal possessions. The personal possessions come later because they have a greater amount of wealth, but they still continue to put money into more opportunities. And wealthy people are not embarrassed about thinking big. Average people think small because they've got a lack of belief. That they're afraid. They fear themselves, and they don't have that self-worth that we've talked about. And they think about their past failures instead of what they've learned from them. They focus on the failure aspect rather than what they've learned from it. And so they never use their talents to the full capacity. And people that are achieving things don't stop. They don't say, oh yeah, I've achieved this now. They say, okay, that's me there. What's the next level? What's the next level? They're always thinking bigger and bigger. And they have this belief that money is easy to come by, and it rains money. And poor people just see obstacles and difficulties, and they focus on what's wrong, even if they're wrong about what's wrong, like the withdrawal system in We Share Abundance. They focus on that rather than focusing on what's right and what's good. And so they tend to be inactive because they focus on the wrong things. And if you're inactive, you're never going to get wealthy, quite honestly. If you want abundant wealth, you focus on making money, investing money, and having your money work for you. And poor people focus on spending money. Okay? It really is very true. Rich people are not afraid of getting started. They know that the first step is important, and they don't need to see the full staircase to be able to get to the top. They've just got to see one step at a time. And poor people just keep collecting information as an excuse to never get started. Oh, I'll get started when I've got the full information, when I understand everything. Rich people saying, "Let me get started. I'll learn as I go." So focus on the opportunities that are around you, not on the obstacles. And wealthy people have the resilience to overcome problems. And poor people are overcome by problems. You've got to become bigger than your problems. And you've got to want success as much as you want breath. You know, if somebody's trying to hold your head underwater, you're going to fight like hell to get out and get your head up and breathe. And you've got to have that same fight if you want to be wealthy. Wealthy people look for solutions, poor people focus on the problems, and they avoid looking for a solution. And some people believe that money will change them. Money will never change anybody. If you've got poor attitude, and I don't mean poor in a bad attitude, I mean an attitude of being poor, and you receive a lot of money, you'll probably end up more miserable than you were to start with, and you'll lose everything anyway. And there's hundreds of cases documented of people that have won lotteries and various competitions and things, had enormous wealth thrust upon them, but their self-worth isn't there, and they've frittered it away. It's gone, and they've been left miserable and quite often in debt. Wealthy people start a business to become rich, and poor people work for a living. And wealthy people get paid for results, not for the hours. And poor people are spenders, not savers. It's it's a hard thing to change, but unless you do change yourself, your image of yourself, and your belief in yourself, you won't change what you have. You've got to change yourself. You've got to become worthy of what you want, because you can get everything that you want in this life as soon as you deserve it, as soon as you're worthy of it. So concentrate on being worthy. Concentrate on how much service you can offer to other people. Concentrate on how you can help other people. Concentrate on how you can solve other people's problems. And you'll start to become worthy of what you want. Just having a look now. When I joined Weezer, I got 5 referrals. My next target was 10, then 15. Yeah, set goals, but set little goals. Don't set yourself up to fail. Always have that big goal up there, but you've got to break it down into things that are doable. It's like you may hate to clean your car. Some people love cleaning the car, don't they? They just spend all day out there polishing cars. I mean, I'm not interested in polishing cars. So if I want to clean the car, I don't set the goal of cleaning the car. I set the goal of cleaning the headlights. While I'm cleaning the headlight, I think, well, I might as well do the bumper. Or I might even not even do that. I might just set the goal of getting a hose pipe and putting it there and squirting water, you know, whatever. Break it into little things, and you'll find that those little things grow into bigger things. Yeah, if you want to be rich in the world, don't do what poor people do. And don't follow what other poor people do either, which you know, people tend to mix in the same circle. Find people that are at a level above you and mix with them and see what they're doing and get into the habit of doing their things. What amazes me is how many times we hear stories of people who've won millions on the lottery end up broke in a few months, years. Poor mindset takes over. Yeah, there are literally thousands of cases of people, and it's a fact that the level that you are at now is where you choose to be, and you may dream of being at a higher level, a different level, having more money, but where you are now is where you choose to be. And if you want to change to a higher level, you've got to choose whatever it takes. There's a great poem in the book Think and Grow Rich. I bargained with life for a penny. I can't remember it all now, but basically, what that poem says is you can bargain with life for any sum that you want, but in the end, you've got to pay the price for it. You've got to be prepared to put in whatever it takes to get it. You've got to become worthy of it. And it's not about how much cash you've got to invest. It's about how much belief you have in what you're doing and where you're going. And it's not about cash. There's a guy called Russell Brunson who you may have heard of, you may not. You've probably heard of ClickFunnels. He started ClickFunnels, and that generates for him, I think, probably billions of dollars now, certainly millions. And he's had various other businesses along the way and done things, and he has had successes and he's had failures. But when he started out, he had nothing. He was married, he had kids, he had a job that was pretty basic, it wasn't paying him all that he needed, and he wanted more. And he wanted to get onto a course with somebody who was talking about making money, and he didn't have the money for it. And so he went around knocking on doors, asking if he could do things like cleaning the garden, sweeping up the leaves. I think it was autumn, and he set out to clean up leaves from people's gardens. And he went around knocking on doors, and he did whatever he could to raise the cash that would get him into this seminar. And he got out of the seminar, and he'd made his notes, and he'd learnt some things, and he'd learnt that he had to teach other people. And he thought, what can I teach other people? And he didn't know, but it didn't stop him. He went out and he put an ad out for a course that he was going to run, and he charged thousands of dollars. I can't remember whether it was $1,000 or $5,000, but it was quite a hefty sum. And we're going back a few years as well. And he didn't know what he was going to teach, but he went out there and he got 3 or 4 people to take the course, and he got other people in to help him once he got the people there, and this is how he started. And as I say, he's had his ups and he's had his downs, and he's the CEO of ClickFunnels. He started ClickFunnels, and of course he uses it to sell a lot of other stuff that he sells and then gets involved in himself. But the amount that he brings in through ClickFunnels is huge, and so it's not about how much money you've got. It's about how much drive you've got. It's about what's inside you. It's not about how big the dog is in the fight. It's about how big the fight is in the dog. And that's what you've got to remember. You've got to start changing yourself now into that person that you need to be to have what you want to have. Okay, so that's it. And that is all I've got for you. And I'm going. So we've covered most things. We've covered the cricket, we've covered the developers, we've covered the admin, we've covered where we are with We Share Abundance, we've covered the fact that we have products that we're ready to launch, but we need that MOL, we need to be able to pay you commissions. I mean, what's the purpose of launching products when you can't make any money out of them? They're designed to give you additional ways of generating income that will be paid to you, because it will be from the transfer of wealth rather than the creation of wealth. And once we get that transfer of wealth working, the spiral will start going up. The creation of wealth will be starting to get back to where it was, and in time that creation of wealth will be far more powerful than the transfer of wealth. But we need that at the moment to stoke the fires and burn the negativity, get that out of existence. Okay, so that's it from me. I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. God bless you all. Thank you for the time that you invested in being here and in being a part of We Share Abundance. Without you, we don't exist. God bless you. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.